your murderer for you, and you stand here spitting words that you know aren't true.
I'd like reach the end of my rope, but suddenly loud as a mortar, there is hope. Finally hope.
Get yourself thinking, governor, how you wanna have a good time, yeah.
Farewell, my love.
Welcome to the Parade Reunion Special. You guys, I am very, very excited to be a part of this reunion special, not only because I produced the show, but I was also one of the cast members. So I get to play along with the cast tonight and reminisce and talk about the amazing experience that we had putting together this show. As you could tell, that video, the beautiful voices, the incredible cast, and of course, our esteemed director, Eric Woodall, who will also be joining us tonight. But first, I want to bring out some of the stars of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll bring them out one at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, Maurice Johnson. Hi, Maurice. Can you hear me?
Hello, how are you?
Oh, I can't hear you. There you
Oh,
are.
no.
How are you?
There I am. Can you hear me? There I am.
I'm so happy to see you. Okay, I'm going to bring out, ladies and gentlemen, David McClutchy. There he is. Hi, David.
Hello, how are you?
How are you doing tonight?
I'm phenomenal. And yourself?
So good to see you. And Felicia is here with us as well. Hi, Felicia.
Hi.
What's up, everybody? Are you there, Felicia? I don't see your beautiful face, but I hear you.
You don't see me? Uh-oh. You're in the show.
That's so weird. There you are.
Here I am. Oh my God. Hi.
Hi, guys. Hi, how are you? And ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, Jason Sharp. There he is.
Hello, everybody. It's good to see you all.
Hey, Jason.
It's so good to see you. So tell me, what have you guys been doing since the last time we saw you at Theatre Raleigh? Maurice, I haven't seen your face in forever. Tell me what you've been up to besides quarantining. Or I'll ask David McClutchy that.
Well, it's probably been one of the busiest summers that I've had in a very long time. Teaching a lot of virtual camps, helping produce other shows for other local theater companies. This is the time that we band together as a theater community, and we're helping out with space, with costumes, props, video equipment, anything that we can do to help other theater companies thrive during this time. It's kept me busy all summer long. So I just finished the last camp, and I have a week and a half before I go back to school.
Oh my gosh, David, are you actually going back to school?
Yep.
Wow. So how's that going to work? Part virtual or like
Well,
there
we have
every day?
5 different contingencies, and I got to say that St. David's has been on top of this from beginning to end, and students have an option of coming back virtually.
Okay.
We've done a tremendous amount shaping the campus so we can do a lot more social distancing. We've added in additional satellite classrooms. So I've been very impressed with how the school I work for is handling it. It does kind of mold and change how we're going to be doing a fall play. So
yeah, I'll say.
I think we're going to be doing a radio play where we can do the exact same thing with the kids staying involved, keeping artistically challenged, giving a chance to build character, socially distancing, not worry about having an audience there. So again, we will always find a way to give the light of fire into these kids, to keep them passionate and energetic. It just means that we're finding new ways of doing it this year.
And that is what like the arts do. We look for creative ways around, a problem and find a solution somehow. Well, look there, Maurice, you're back. You've joined us.
Oh,
How
I
are
am
you?
so sorry.
That's okay. That's what these little things are about. There's always some technical difficulties. Tell me,
Hello,
how
everybody.
have you been?
Hey, Marie.
Hello.
I've been great, despite obviously what
Of course.
we're all experiencing right now.
In the world, yes.
I've been quite a handyman, I guess you would say. I've been renovating my house, so so that's kept me busy, and just kind of keeping vocally active, as much as I can with the necessary things that I have at hand.
Right. Where are you living these days? Texas?
No. I live in New Jersey.
Why did I say Texas? Listen.
Well, I mean, at that time I was.
Okay, good. So I'm not completely crazy. I was like, why did Texas come into my brain? Okay.
Yes, I was definitely in Texas at one point. But I moved actually right after the show. So
I think I do remember that. I mean, 2014 was a very long time ago, you guys. Everybody is looking very fresh and young, though, still. Felicia, how are you doing, sweetheart?
Yes,
good to see you.
I'm good. It's so good to see you. So good to see
Thanks
all
for
of
coming
you.
on tonight. I know it's great to see everybody.
It really is. I was getting like teary-eyed watching the teaser in the beginning. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe we did that so long ago. I was like felt like a whole lifetime ago.
Well, you were a baby. You were still in school, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I was still in school.
Well, we have a lot more video to come. Don't you worry, Sue. We'll get to see everybody do their thing, including Jason Sharp. Hey.
Hey.
How are you, Jason?
I'm doing
Did
very
you like
well,
my little segue? Good.
Yes.
I'm so happy to see you. You have done a number of Theatre Raleigh shows since we did Parade. Tell the viewing audience what else you've done.
My last show with you guys was Bridges of Madison County, and that was last summer.
It sure was.
It seems like
about a year ago right now.
I know. Gosh, I started out with Personals and I Love You, You're Perfect Now Change way back.
That's right.
I guess the most recent thing I've done, Eric was involved with Kinky Boots.
Oh, that's right, of course.
Yeah. And right now, Betsy and I are actually working with the show for Justice Theater Project. We're going to be filming a short play called The Sentiment.
Oh, that's amazing.
And David,
Betsy being your wife, for everybody who doesn't know that already. That's awesome. What did you say about David?
Well, David, it looks like our school is going to open as well, and it's going to feel very much like that. And we will be filming a play to present afterwards, rather than bringing in an audience.
Yeah. Oh, you guys, I don't want to get too into it, but I'm so nervous for you being at school as teachers.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking about you and hoping that they are making it safe. I know I was having an absolute panic attack thinking about what Wake County Public Schools was going to do for my daughter Riley. They've decided to go virtual at first, so I'm like, okay, just give me a minute.
We committed to virtual for our kids weeks ago.
Oh yeah. Okay, so your son and daughter are in Wake County Public School, or are you guys?
That's right.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, it's crazy times, you guys. But I really appreciate you guys coming, because everything that's going on in our world, not only the coronavirus, but just our entire sort of world seeming to implode in terms of social and issues and racial equity. I'm just super happy that you guys would come on tonight and chat with me and relive these awesome memories that we have. I think it helps my patrons kind of reconnect with what they love so much about Theatre Raleigh, and keeps them sort of connected to us until we're able to produce shows again, which really won't be until April of next year. We postponed our entire season. So. Lots more virtual coming our way, for sure. Do you guys want to share any fun anecdotes or memories that you had during our production of Parade? And like I said earlier, keep it clean. It's a family audience.
I guess I would say my favorite moments would be with Felicia backstage, like right before we would go onto stage. We would always have this kind of moment of like slight panic. I'm like, relax, we got this.
Okay, I'm glad you're telling the truth, because I was like, I know he's saying we were cool, he's lying. Because I know we had to carry on like our bench, and it was like, okay, is that the cue? Is that the cue? And I'm there like, oh my God, I don't want to mess up. Like, oh my God.
I was like, relax, it's fine. It's like, okay, go.
Go. So I'm glad you were honest, because I was like,
yes,
I'm not lying.
of course.
There was a lot of bench carrying in that show, if I remember correctly.
Stairs everywhere. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We'll give Eric Woodall a hard time about that when he comes out to join us. What about you, David McCletchy? The man who is not a singer who happens to be in all the Theatre Raleigh musicals.
I gotta say, Maurice in that beautiful thrust stage and the volume and the power and control that he had in that parade fall, and just dust was coming down off the rafters, and the audience is getting blown back in their seat. Poor Ken Greggs had to wear an earplug in one ear. It was just unbelievable, and
Thank you so
it
much.
was just one of the most powerful moments, and it's just so beautifully done. Being fortunate enough to be in the finale on stage, and we all turn around and face Lauren at the very end, and every single show, one tear you'd have halfway down your face, it's free, and halfway down, there's a special on it just glimmering like a diamond on your face, and it was there every night. It was just gorgeous and beautiful.
I'm glad that you said it was like one beautiful tear. To me, it felt like such an ugly cry. Inside, I was like, no, it was a very moving show, and it got me every time. I thought, oh, maybe by the 14th show or whatever, I'm going to be like, no, it just affected me so much. And of course, a lot of that had to do with Zach Prince, who we're going to be ringing out later too. But okay, Jason, before I get to you, since you brought up Maurice's stellar vocals and what a powerhouse he was, let me show you a little video of some of his highlights. Oh, please.
Please. That's what I said. And he said, no, it ain't my fault that girl is dead. He said, no, that's what he said. He said, no. And his eyes were wide, his face was red. He said, no. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said, a rumbling and a rolling. It's coming down from the north. It's coming up through the ground. And it's a funny old sound. 'Cause it's a rumbling and a rolling.
And I bet I know why. See him on the train, see him on the bus. They never care much about folks like us.
But now they're gonna pay attention. So they're gonna ask why.
They're gonna say, I don't know what, I don't know how.
They won't never pay attention. They'll never say my. They're gonna say, bring me my boots.
Bring me my tea.
I bet you thought the slaves were free.
A Mr. Frank, good for you.
You had a good time. Man, oh, I have a good time.
Yes, sir. I remember that.
On. Not to mention Felicia Pearl at the same time.
Oh, I
doing
got
it.
so excited when I said that.
You weren't kidding about Ken Griggs, like those right in his ear. Amazing. It really has been such a pleasure, you guys, this week, editing these videos together, just getting to relive this show and see what amazing talent and heart you guys brought to the show. It's just been so cool. Jason, tell me some of your favorite moments, or I guess a favorite moment.
I think it was probably the fact that we got to stay on stage so much during the performance, particularly during the trial and the three young ladies and their song. It broke me every day, and I got to sit right in the front and just watch them in awe. It was really a beautiful ensemble. The voices were fantastic.
Yeah, we're going to hear some of that later too. You're right about that. Those three girls, the way Sherry Lee Allen choreographed them to be
It's haunting.
Sort of and puppeteered sort of a way by you even. So it was very cool, really magical. And we did this production. It was kind of scaled down. Obviously, when they did it on Broadway, it had 25, 30 people. And we did it with maybe 14. I mean, so small.
Yeah.
So it had its own magic, I think, in that way, because it was a chamber piece and we got to be on stage almost the whole time. and experience each other. So yay, super cool.
That's great.
All right, you guys, I'm going to bring out the star himself. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. Ladies and gentlemen, Broadway's Zachary Prince. Oh,
Hey!
he's drinking his wine. Howdy. How are you?
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How are you, Zach?
Hey.
I'm good. I mean, like, you know, I can't really complain. It's been a wild several months, but you know, I'm here at my partner's house in New Jersey with lots of 80s gorgeous pillows and things, and we're just kind of hunkered down and you know, spending time with each other and trying to figure out how we can stay active and involved right now, which, you know, entails a lot of social justice stuff. I know Broadway's been really busy, having lots of big, important, belated conversations that I'm really excited to put into practice when we all come back and play. So it's just kind of been like a lot of epiphanies and realizations and sort of learning and growing and taking stock of your blessings and, you know, watching a lot of Real Housewives.
Yes, it's balanced. Like Prosecco, Real Housewives, social justice.
And I have to say, Lauren, your backdrop right now is like perfect Real Housewives interview.
Right? Like straight up
Can I
Atlanta.
Listen, you guys, we may not be producing theater right now, but we sure are producing TV shows every week. I mean, we're doing our living room live series, and my husband has literally built an TV studio in our living room. And I finally said, we need to bring the couch back in because he had like just lights everywhere. So yes, that's what I've learned during this period of time is, oh, wait, I'm going to do a lot of virtual programming right now. And I'm learning all these new skills like editing videos.
We're all producers now. Yeah.
I know, right? But to your point, Zach, I think it's interesting timing the way this coronavirus has landed on us and some of these social justice issues have come to a head because we're all paying attention. And so I'm interested in, like you said, learning, unlearning, and applying some of these values too when Theatre Raleigh gets back to work. So it's given me some time really to digest, read, and dig in, lean forward. So those are kind of like the silver linings that I'm looking at during this time. Even though we can't produce shows, we'll get there.
Yeah.
You know, I also look like, I don't know if it looks like on your camera, but I look bright red. And I think it's just because I'm really excited, but I also did spend some time out in the sun today. And I'm like, did I get sunburn? And it's just now coming out. So I think I'm also just like pumped up to see you guys. So my blood is like pumping. Anyway, I can't wait for I wish that StreamYard, which is our platform, could have everybody at once. But like I was telling you guys, the actors, that I'm going to be shuffling you guys in and out a little bit. But before I release a few of you, but don't go anywhere because I'm going to bring you right back on. You're not off the hook yet. I wanted to show a little bit more video. And of course, this one is of our very own star of the show, Zach Prince. And then when we come back, Zach, you can talk to us a little bit about your experience and what an amazing time you had working at Theatre Raleigh.
Of course.
I thought I would be fine, but 4 years down the line, with every word it's very clear I don't belong. I don't cuss, I don't drawl, so how can I call this home? And I'll give you things that they sent me from Manhattan, and if you like, well, I got more, and I got more. These people trying to scare you with things I've never said. I know it makes no sense. I swear I don't know why.
How about those pipes? Somebody's got it on repeat.
Yeah.
It sounded so good. We wanted to hear it twice. I mean,
don't do
Zach,
that.
seriously, your voice is outrageous.
Oh,
It's not that I forgot, but I really loved listening to you this week. Woo!
Oh, that's so. I mean, it's funny. Like the memories are flooding back as I'm looking at each of your faces, and I'm watching all these clips. Because at first I was texting with Maurice, and I was like, "Do I remember like what was happening?" But I do remember it during All the Wasted Time because we always had like emotions like right under our larynx. You and I would look at each other and be like, "Is the note gonna come out?" Because we were like pushing it down so hard.
You know, like you just saw, we were holding each other's arms, and I remember like squeezing so hard. I was like, please let this note come out.
Just like cursing Jason, being like, "Why would you write this for this moment?"
I know, but it was so satisfying for the audience.
I know. And for us.
And for us, I know, God. It was so beautiful to get to play opposite you, Zach. You had so much heart. And again, like when David said I had one big, beautiful tear, it was always because you just got me.
Oh, yeah. You made it very easy. I mean, I will say, like, you know, when you look at the script, when you first get it, you're thinking, like, how am I supposed to inhabit this? How am I supposed to make this real? But you amassed such an incredible group of people that it just came naturally every night. And that's a real testament to the show. Yeah.
And a lot of that had to do with Eric Woodall. I mean, he really was sort of the engine behind the creativity and how it was put together. And of course, the people that he wanted to have in this room together, which clearly he handpicked, and you know he has pull, so he got great people. Okay, so I'm going to do a little shuffling of the cards. But again, so I'm going to release David and Felicia and Jason, but you guys just hang out, keep watching, and I'll bring you back in. But we want to say hi to Carly Grissom, Ken Griggs, and David Bartlett. So you guys, we will see you so soon, okay?
Bye. See you in a minute.
See you in a minute. And now we're going to invite Miss Carly Grissom. There she is, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
Oh, David Bartlett.
Hey.
I'm not sure he's with us yet, David. So I will skip him and I'll go right to Ken Griggs. Hey, Ken.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
How is everybody? Oh, you look just easy breezy
like you're
outside, just
relaxing,
chilling.
though.
I know.
I'm on a lake up in Maine, guys.
Oh,
That
sorry
is
about
not
that.
bad.
So sorry.
It is so good to see you guys. Oh, my God.
Likewise.
It is so good to see both of you. Carly, I've seen you in person because I know you're home from New York spending time with your family in Raleigh, so I've seen you a couple times. But Ken, we miss you in North Carolina. How's everything? Well, in Maine, but also in Pennsylvania where you live now.
Yeah, things are going great. You know, for those of you who don't know, I'm a physician, so I'm sort of in the middle of all this COVID stuff. And, you know, I'm doing a lot of work with patients and feeling good about how we're doing stuff. And thank you all for being responsible and supporting the effort that seems to be the right thing to do. So keep it up. But no, I've got some new theater families up here. I work at Totem Pole Theater in central Pennsylvania, Maryland Entertainment Group, and Cumberland Theater. Just some great theaters. They're not my Theatre Raleigh peeps, though. They're just different. I really miss you guys.
Well, we miss you, and we're going to just bring you back if we can pull you away from the hospital. I know the singing doctor, the singing surgeon is very important. Do they know that you're a singer up there?
Some people have seen me in a couple shows, and they know. I love it. But I keep it under wraps.
Sure, of course. Do you hum, though, during surgery or anything? You have any weird tics?
A few times, yeah.
Aw, well, we're so happy to see you. We're going to get to see some of your awesome videos as well. But I'm going to bring in David Bartlett now, who is joining us.
Yay!
Sir!
Yay! I don't know what buttons to push. And you're saying everybody's there but me. I'm like, oh my God, there's got to be another button here somewhere. Carly? Holy mackerel!
I know. Like when you see Carly, you realize how long it's been, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That blew my mind. I was like, oh, hello.
Oh.
Yeah, we look the same. She is now a full-grown adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
Go back, Carly.
No,
Adult.
know.
Not good. Not good. I've
Well,
been
David,
there.
I just saw you a couple
Yes.
weeks ago in the Secret
Yes.
Garden reunion special. I think I'm just going to do all the shows that you've done at Theatre Raleigh. So you keep
let me
coming back
see
to
what
say-
I've done. I've done. Let me see. Besides those, Drood, Adventure Road, Secret Garden, and Once and Parade.
That's right. You did a lot of the good ones. I
Yeah.
see the-
Thank you so much. Those are all just unbelievable shows and unforgettable. And here.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Oh yeah. Oh totally. Well, maybe it's because of you that they were all so good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love it when you lie like that.
I'm not lying.
I mean,
I'm
I'll
not
take it.
lying.
I'll take it. No problem.
You guys, I've known David Bartlett since I was a mere child doing where did we do Annie at Governor's Inn?
Governor's Inn Dinner Theater.
In 1980s. Yeah. He played Mr. Bundles and I was Tessie. Yes, that's right. Anyway, we go so far back. I'm so happy that you're continuing to be part of our Theatre Raleigh family, David. We're so lucky to have you.
I love Theatre Raleigh. It's like my theater. It's just
yeah.
And I love
No,
when I'm not in them, I just love the theater because you always bring in so many wonderful examples. Everybody on the screen, just talent like you can't believe.
You were also one of our very first subscribers in 2004 when Hot Summer Nights at the Kennedy started.
I was the first.
You were the first.
I was the first. When they announced that they were going to do it, I started calling your father's secretary. And they said, they're not ready. They're not ready.
Uh-oh.
And I just kept calling him and said, well, when are you going to be? So she finally said, give me your credit card number. So I said, fine. I did. Because I didn't want to miss one. Because I just knew it was going to be great.
Wow.
God, isn't that crazy? We've come so far, so far. Well, okay, you guys, I have a shout out from one of our other cast members who couldn't join us tonight. Austin Gray wanted to say a little hello.
Hey, everybody. I just had to say what a joy it was to be a part of the cast of Parade with Theatre Raleigh. I played Mrs. Fagan and Sally Slayton. Not only is this a powerful show, but it was such a turning point for me when I realized I could tell stories for a living. And that to me will always make Parade a very special show for me. And so thank you, Lauren and Eric and everybody who worked on Parade. I feel so grateful to have worked with you. And some of you are still my friends, so I will see you this weekend. Bye, everyone, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Aww. Love her. Love her. So Carly, tell us what you've been doing. I just want to catch up with everybody.
Oh my gosh. Well, since Parade, a lot. I graduated high school, I guess. That was like the first thing.
Big thing.
And then I went to college for a bit. But right now I'm just at home writing out quarantine for the time being until I can go chase my dreams and all that and move to New York. But right now it's not really the time to move. So, so I've been just chilling here and protesting and learning and doing all that type of stuff. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I follow you on Instagram. I love it. I do. No, I really love it. Respect you, girl. Yeah. So let's watch a little video that I think you're one of the stars of this video, Carly, and potentially David Bartlett too. So let's roll a little tape, you guys.
I can't wait. It's at 8, and I was wondering if you're free. Go on, go on, go on, go on. You know my mama never let me till I turned 16. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Besides, I only go to pictures that I haven't seen.
Who's gonna stop the rising river? Who's got the lies from being told? Who will fight for the people of Georgia? Who's gonna swing the hammer of justice? Who's gonna be the last one standing? Who'll keep the past from getting sold? Who will stand with the people of Georgia? Who's gonna swing the hammer of justice? My children want to know. My children have been crying for a savior who will ride in this land. And though it don't make sense, the way the sun can still burn down. No, it don't make sense to me. God forgive me.
You're a baby, Carly. It was baby Carly. I mean, but gorgeous. I don't know if she can hear me. She looks sort of stone-faced. Maybe she doesn't like that I called her baby. Is she frozen?
She's frozen,
She
yeah.
might be frozen.
Yeah.
All right, we'll let her figure that out. And in the meantime, let's bring out, you guys, our esteemed director, Eric Woodall. Hi.
Looking
Look
like
who
a
it-
Hollywood director.
Yes, who's snazzy with his glasses and beard.
I know. It's so good to see you guys. It's been such a the memories really have been flooding back since I've been watching the clips and seeing all of you. It was such an incredible experience, and listening to it has given me chills all over again. That was a really special show.
It was.
Yeah.
And because of you, Eric, though, too, I feel like I learned so much as a producer during that show with you as the director. Now, we had already worked together before, obviously, but it was one of those moments where your bar and for integrity and for quality just is so high and so inspiring that I feel like it kind of was a crazy weird shift for me where, of course you're learning as a producer how to keep costs down, make sure you're not going over budget, blah, blah, blah. But we also really we were able to be creative and create this cool set. I want you to talk a little bit about your idea about it being in the courtroom and using the audience, so to speak.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I love working with you, and I had already done it before, but working in that physical space has a lot of challenges, but is so freeing because when you have a project, you start from the beginning and it's a blank slate and you think, how are we going to do this? And I always get so excited having those initial conversations with you because we feed off of each other. And I don't know, it came pretty quickly. It was, I had seen the Don Moore production of this, so I had seen how it had worked being really small, but our space was different. And I think it did start with the courtroom scene. So I thought if we have actors sitting on the side to create like a jury box and participants, and if we include the audience and the audience can sit on three sides, then it started to all kind of unfold. And I love the idea of beginning and ending with a company. Lots of directors have done it, and I've done it in a lot of shows, and kind of like we walk out and we're about to tell you the story, and at the end we're all there on stage. And I've also been known to have people move a lot of furniture. And so I say on the first day of rehearsal, I say, you're gonna move benches, you're gonna move chairs, and I'll repeat it. Because I love that aspect of it's very story theater, and it's like we're going to make all of the theater magic in front of you right now. And once you begin it that way, and if I recall, we began it with everybody coming out and being in this circle. And I love circles, the unity that it represents. And so we started there, and then the audience gets on board. So if you tell the audience from the beginning that you're going to make this out of just a chair and a bench and a board, then they believe you and they go on the journey.
Yeah. It's so true. I know a lot of people really enjoyed, and when I say people, I mean our patrons really loved feeling like they were immersed in the show. One of my favorite stories is, being the producer, and usually during shows, I'm the face and I'm talking to people at intermission and, out in the lobby before the show. Literally one night during the trial, I sat on the very end of what was the jury box on one side. And as I was sitting there, watching Zach sing his song, someone leaned over and whispered in my ear, Lauren, you are doing so great. I was like, oh my God, this is not happening right now. I'm like, just felt like they could talk to me in the middle of the show, and I loved that. That was amazing.
Well, you were so good at wearing two hats, and you say that you learned things on that production. I learned things on that production, and some that I didn't even know that I would need in a way because now that I am working as artistic director at North Carolina Theater, and I direct shows also, I'll have to say, I'm now putting on director hat. I'm now putting on artistic director hat. And you did that so beautifully. You were like, and sometimes I would say, am I talking to you as actor right now? Or are you producer telling me what I need to do? But you were really clear. And I think that it takes experience to feel comfortable wearing all of those different hats in a production.
Yeah, it does. But, I always said, I trust you so much. And so I really could let go as much of the producing artistic director during those shows with you because I knew you had it. And I could just sort of absorb myself into being an actress and a cast member. So, yeah. Thank you for that.
Good. Thank you.
I'm going to shuffle around just a little bit because I want to make sure that we're getting good time with everybody. Maurice, don't go away, but I'm going to send you out for a second. And I'm going to bring in Felicia again. Hi, Felicia. Hey, girl. Hi. Just wanted to make sure that Eric got to see your face, too.
Yes. Hey, how are you? It's so good to see you.
You.
And then let me go ahead and I want to bring Carly back in too. So David Bartlett, just hold tight and I will see you in a moment. And Carly was having some issues. She seems to have been frozen, but
yeah, I was super
now.
frozen. I got to watch it. It was, my voice sounds so different.
I know, I called you a baby and you were like giving me stone face. And I was like,
I was laughing.
Frozen.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you were such a cute little, like, how old were you? Like
14.
15, 16?
14,
oh my
yeah.
God. I mean, Eric, the genius of sitting her up in that tree and looking over the trial.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that come
from?
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know. but I don't know. Those weird, like I get, because I was still casting at the time and in New York, and the great thing about working on shows with you, and we would know so far in advance, and I would brainstorm. And, I'm one of those crazy people that I have to like walk everything out myself, like before, and see if it works. And I remember the time I started thinking about her in the tree, and I thought, oh, that's kind of good. That would be spooky, like to feel her there the whole time and just have her in soft light. So yeah, it kind of worked. And in preparing it all, because if I recall, most of the cast started doing singing rehearsals and dancing rehearsals like about a week before some of us joined and before I was able to come in. And it was such a memory of mine. And it's when I knew that this was going to be something special, because I had blocked all this stuff with chairs and all this stuff out and timed it to music and put it on paper. But you don't know how it's going to go until you get there and you try it out on people. And I remember, and it's a fast process. So I remember just saying, like, you're going to walk out on this word. You're going to sit here. You sit in chair 2. You're going to cross over to chair 4. And then you're going to rotate. And everybody was like, okay. And then it was like, all right, let's go. And when we did it and it worked, you could just feel everybody go, okay. And it was a sense of an ensemble and the unity from the beginning. And I think we just kept building on that throughout the process.
Yeah, and the theme of the tree and the theme of the way you use the benches throughout the courtroom and those desks, by the way, which we have used in so many other shows since Parade. But that was really so gorgeous how it just seamlessly moved, and you obviously had dreamed about it. I just picture you in your living room in New York, like moving furniture around, just the one-man show of Parade that you then like came and shared with us.
Well, also what I do, I can tell about it now because I'm not casting anymore, but I would, when we have auditions in New York, we rent studios, and so there'd be like, Pearl Studios and Ripley Greer Studios, whatever. And I would be in auditions like 4 to sometimes 6 days a week. And so I would try to stay in the room. Like, I'm like, how long do we have this room? And I would let the team go away, and I would shut the door, and I'd put chairs all on the middle of the floor. And I was pulling in benches from the hallway of Pearl Studios and like practicing so that I would be ready.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Oh, it's so stunning. Well, I want to show another video, you guys, of some of the esteemed ensemble. So here we go. Let's look.
I'm gonna fight for these old tears. Remind me of a way of life that's pure. Of the truth that must endure. We gave our lives for the old hills of Georgia, the old red hills of home. Not much survives of the old hills of Georgia, but I close my eyes and hear all the treasures we held dear. According to reports obtained exclusively by this reporter, prosecutor Dorsey has the villain in sight. A highly ranking unnamed source in this investigation tells me Leo Franks the only likely culprit in this case. His eyes get big, my face gets red, and I want to run away. And he looks, and I wait, and he smiles. Someone told him to say all that. They were coached. They were coached. We'll handle this.
So they get to see that gorgeous space where you set it up with the tree with her sitting and looking. You guys, I'm so disappointed that we couldn't have all the entire cast with us tonight. And some people were busy and couldn't join us anyway, but it was fun to see Sean Powell on that video. And of course, Josh Tyler Parrott, who sent us a video hello. So I'm going to have him say hi to you guys right now.
Hey everyone, my name is Joshua Parrott, and I played the young Confederate soldier and Frankie Epps in Theatre Raleigh's 2014 production of Parade. As a history-loving Georgian, born less than 30 minutes away from Mary Fagan's hometown and grave in Marietta, I grew up studying Leo Franks' case, both in and out of the classroom, so this show and this production holds a very deep personal connection for me. I also have to give a personal shout out to our amazing choreographer, Sherry Lee Allen, who demonstrated a whole lot of patience with me and my two extremely left feet when we worked on the picture show number. Thanks, Sherry. As far as what I'm doing nowadays, I am actually in the final stretch of prepping applications for law school in fall 2021. I have been extremely grateful for all of the experiences I've had as a performer, and I intend to bring that passion and that experience to hopefully one day practicing entertainment law. So, fingers crossed. I think that's it for me. Stay safe, everyone, and thank you again, Theatre Raleigh, for keeping the arts alive and supported during these crazy times. See ya.
Law school.
We're all going to need him soon.
I mean, how cute is that? He's going to be like the next Mark Sendroff.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
How cool. Isn't that wonderful? So happy to see him. And it just reminds us like how much we have all changed in the last 6 or so years. I'm going to do some more shuffling. Ken and Carly, I'll take you guys out and let's get Jason and David McCletchy back in. So Carly, where are you? There you are. I'm doing 1,000 things at once. Hey, David.
Hi.
So another person whose life has changed really intensely since we did the show is Megan Kennedy, who couldn't be with us tonight. And when I show you this video, you will see why.
Hi, everyone. I'm Megan Kennedy. I played Montine, and I was in the ensemble for Parade. Just saying hi to everybody. My favorite memory that's super relevant is I had bronchitis during the run, and our incredible stage manager, Liz Ray, rigged up a quarantine dressing room for me in the back of the theater. So from one former quarantined castmate to the rest of the quarantined castmates during this coronavirus crisis, I want to say I love you, and I hope you guys are well. And Parade was a truly magical experience, and I hope to work with all of you again in the future. Okay, bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Adorable. Adorable.
Can you handle how hilarious? Oh my gosh. So good. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh my God, cute. So she's a mom now. It's so awesome. I forgot that she had bronchitis, completely forgot. But now it's all, like you said, Zach, it's all like rushing back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's crazy, crazy, crazy. So
I just love, I mean, it is so amazing for me to get to see all of these people and all of you guys, because, you know, I hope it carries the weight that it should carry when I say that you were all the first choice to be in this show. And I had worked with several of you before. Lauren had worked with several of you before, but for some people it was a first time, and it was through the audition process, and it was like, yes, it was that feeling every time. With Lauren, we had worked together before, and I knew that I wanted her to play this part, and I knew that I wanted Zach to play the part. I go way back with Zach, seeing him through the business, and he knows how much I love him singing this one particular song. But he came in years and years ago and auditioned and sang this song, I Want to Hold Your Hand. And I remembered that day, I was like, A, he's good, really good, and B, I want to work with him someday. And so I just felt like this was going to be the part, and was so thrilled. You never know if everything's going to line up and if schedules are going to work, but it did. And so it was such an amazing joy. And you can't have an ensemble piece that works like that if you don't have all of the incredible parts to make this whole. And so I just thank you all for being so fantastic in this.
Listen, that's very true, Zach, what he's saying about you, because we went into our New York auditions. He was like, okay, we're seeing like a bunch of guys for Leah Frank, but I want you to know I really wanted to be Zachary Prince. And I was like, oh, okay, I can't wait to see this guy. And you came in and we were like, done, done, and done, done.
Oh, that's so nice. I mean, when Lauren Kennedy and Eric Woodall invite you to do Parade, you do it. So easy choice.
Well, we really appreciate you doing it. I mean, you know, we know that we weren't getting paid Broadway money or anything, but hopefully, and obviously, the part meant enough to you that you came down and did it. And
oh, absolutely.
I think it was just very, very special. Yes, it was. So, David McClutchy. It was crazy trying to find video on you. Number one, because as you guys could see, the video quality was not amazing. We've really bumped up our game. Like I said, my husband started doing all the archival video and commercials and stuff for Theatre Raleigh in the last couple years. So you really see it as you go back in time, how it gets like worse and worse and worse. And I believe some of this was done on my phone. And so, it's like when the spotlight hits, it like washes everything out. So yeah, there's a little bit of that. So David, your big scene with Zach in the jail is like you are a big white. You're in a white suit, you're in a white light. You're just this big, like, glowing thing. But I did include it because I didn't want you to be the only person who wasn't represented.
My feelings will not be hurt at all.
No, I'm going to show it, and you're going to be like, wow. I tried to cover it up with, like, a production photo. You'll see what I'm talking about. But, again, you are the man who does every musical. You did $1 Million Quartet. You did Violet. You did Parade. What else have you done for us? Those are the big ones. Scottsboro Boys, exactly. The one, like, non-singer, but I mean, you're a good singer. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying, you just are not really known for that.
I appreciate that. I've worked with Eric. I just figured it out for 19 years, and he cast me in the first musical I've ever been cast in, which was Pageant at Theatre Raleigh. a lifetime ago. And he has cast me in 3 musicals since then. So I'm doing something right.
That's right.
Oh my God. Well, you have the dance moves. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right, let me show
but
this
seriously,
cute little video.
I was just
Okay.
gonna say, and
No,
also
go.
just being an amazing actor, and that's what I'm so attracted to. Like a show like this, you have to have an incredible voice to play certain roles, but it's always about being the great actor underneath it, and you are. And so a great actor can be in musicals and play a lot of different roles. So that's why.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
No, it's so true. Let's see his work.
Or not. Why? Are you doing your best to get me out?
Leo!
Have you thought of everything? Are you absolutely sure?
You want to find yourself another lawyer, my friend, that is fine with me.
I just want this ridiculous nightmare to be over.
Of course. You seen the papers?
Of course I haven't seen it.
It's only 20 miles from Marietta to a factory in the center of this town. And 20 miles was all it took to strike that sweet girl down.
His eyes get big, my face gets red, and I want to run away. And he looks, his eyes popping out and his face turning red, and jump up and leave before I put his dessert on the table. Coconut cake too, his face. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
Sit down, Mrs. Frank.
Is there anything else that struck you as peculiar that morning?
Objection, leading the witness.
Objection sustained. Anything out of the ordinary occurred?
Well, then the next morning I see this Lucille. She looked like she ain't had a minute of rest. She said, Mr. Frank, better sleep on the floor, and that she ain't allowed in the bed anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Felicia.
Scream.
I miss that show so much.
Oh, you guys. Jason, singing your face off, by the way.
Thanks.
So good to hear you sing all that. You were like the bad guy. Boo, boo,
It's so
Jason,
much fun.
boo.
I think that was the first time I was ever a bad guy, and after that, I was a jerk for several shows in a row.
You're like, wait a minute, there's something to this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And Felicia, you were so awesome. That voice, girl.
Thank you. I mean, just thinking back on it, this really just felt like a masterclass. Like it really was just an honor to watch everything happen on stage and to be cast by Eric and to work with him. Like it definitely gave me, someone who was in school, such confidence to keep going in pursuit of the art and of the just like knowing to like tell the story with integrity. Like I take that a lot, like, because Eric, you mentioned that so much in the rehearsal process. Like it's just all about the text and it's all about the story we're telling. And it was just so wonderful to be a part of it. I'm getting so emotional thinking back to that time. This is like my favorite show. Like I've done.
You were incredible. I mean, I honestly sort of feel like we got lucky with Elon being, right down the street.
Yeah.
And we've had amazing people, students from Elon come and be part of our shows, like you, of course. And we sort of feel like we're stealing something because just high quality, excellent artists who are, just kind of cutting your teeth and figuring it out and getting to work with Eric Woodall, for God's sake,
Yeah,
things like that. It's just been
summer job to have.
Well, and I think about it with you, Fee. I mean, if it had been the next year, we wouldn't have gotten you because, like, the second you got out of school, you got a job, and weren't you right out on the road with Lion King, like right after that?
Yeah, which I mean, it just felt like so amazing, and I was definitely had the tools and was set up and like knew how to work in a professional environment because of this show, because of working with all of you.
That is awesome. That is so nice of you to say that. Aw.
It's the truth. It's honest truth.
Well,
screw me.
Yeah, we do our best, Sometimes it feels like we're throwing it together, but we sure have a good time. Okay, let me do a little bit more shuffling around because I want to get Carly and Ken back in here and Maurice. So again, round robin. Here we go. Let's see, who do I take out? This always feels weird. It's like you're cut from the island. All right, I'll take out Jason and David, and let's say and Felicia as well, and then we'll bring in Let's see, Carly. Oh, hi.
Hi.
And Maurice back to the table. And as soon as Ken's picture comes back up, we'll add him again. How are you feeling, Maurice? How is it for you to be walking down memory lane tonight?
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy that that was so long ago that it still feels like yesterday, you know, still like waking up in the hotel room, like literally just steaming my whole entire room and just like going through everything and just like, oh, it's a good, ooh, oh, yep, it's there. We're good, you know, kind of thing. But all that aside, it's just, it was such a great experience. Like Eric and I worked together before in Fort Worth, obviously. And when I was first approached with it, I was like, am I ready for this? And can I do this? Am I ready to do this? And I was just like going through the music and I just like remembered, I was like what you said earlier, Zach, you're like, if Eric is asking you to do this, it's like, obviously he sees something in you, you know, to do this part. So I was like, absolutely. I was like, let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's just like really challenge myself. And, you know, I had such a great time. So,
well, and you transformed in that part. I mean, that was one of the most exciting things, was like, you're such a powerful personality off stage.
Yeah.
You go on stage and you flipped into a totally different, I mean, it really, my parents still talk about you specifically in that show all the time. They ask about you all the time because you're a star, and it was such a great role for you and so much to take on. And especially now looking back with what we're contending with as a country, like the fact that we did go down there in 2014, and that's a lot to carry. And like, it was like, when we would go, my favorite memory, I have to inject it, was Maurice and I share this like love for nostalgic fast food. And so after every show, we would get in the car and we'd be like, Taco Bell? Like, it was always like, but like, you know, I mean, like, that was a big, we ate our feelings for sure after every show, but like. So
this is a picture of you, two of you at the end of a very long tech night, getting ready to go to Taco Bell.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right.
Oh my God, you're like, what?
Yeah, maybe a Wendy's night, or like what's the Southern food takeout that's so big down there? That
Char Grill?
Bojangles?
No, we didn't.
Char Grill?
What was the second one you said? The one before that?
Char Grill?
Char Grill?
Before that?
Cookout.
It's Cookout.
Cookout.
It's got to be Cookout.
Cookout
Is where it's at.
I was obsessed with the Pit, though. The Pit.
Oh, the Pit, the barbecue joint, the Pit.
Oh, the Pit. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some good food. And let me tell you guys, since 2014, the restaurant scene is even more on point. It has gotten pretty exciting downtown. There's a lot of good stuff. So come back.
I don't think that caller would have fit me anymore if we had done it.
That's true. Well, I mean, Taco Bell, as well, at least you weren't doing like a shirtless show.
Leo is
just midnight.
I just want to jump in a second. I just want to say, because Lauren, you won't say this about yourself, and because you are hosting, you know, you joke about it, but about being able to be in it or casting yourself, and you certainly didn't do that. And I know how I have to beg you to be in things, and how much fun we have when you do it. But seeing you play that role, and also talking about the transformation, like, because you are this bright, bubbly spirit, you know, and to play a role that's different than that still has a lot of hope and a lot of drive, but pulls on a lot of different sides of you. So to be able to bring that to stage for audiences to see was thrilling. And you were so good in it. And seeing you and Zach together, I don't know, it's something I will never forget. It was you two played off of each other so well and sounded so fantastic. I know when we were first talking with Julie Bradley, you know, doing the music, and she was working with you guys a little bit before I got to you, and she was like, just wait till you hear this. So, so good.
It really was kind of a dream part for me. So, you know, I was a little bit like, twist my arm. Okay. But honestly, you know, when we had worked together back in 2011 on Violet really was the first time I had sort of taken off that sheen, you know, the bright smile, and I trusted you implicitly in being able to accomplish that. But it's risky for me though, for sure, because I hide kind of
you
behind
you dyed your hair brown and wore no makeup and it was amazing. But you went there.
That was like a real shift for me too, and this just took it that next step forward. And I'm always so happy to be stretching myself. Like here I am in my 40s, like still feeling like I'm learning something all the time. I have patrons who say that Parade was definitely their favorite show that we've ever done. You know, people were like blown away by, I think, Zach, you sort of alluded to it. It was risky to do, you know, in the South, of course, with the subject matter, the lynching, the tree, the ghost of the tree the entire time, the racial issues. So it was like, people were like, whoa, okay. They're not afraid, and they liked that.
And one of my favorite memories actually was the last show. There was, I don't know, you would know as from the books, but there was like a church group that came, and it was mostly African-American women, and they stopped me at the stage door and they engaged me for like 40 minutes after. And I was like, I just want to stand and talk to you about it, because it takes on those issues, but also in a really tough way, because it's essentially pitting the, you know, white Jewish outcast against the slave outcasts, and saying, who did it and how do you unpack that? And I was very nervous to engage with them at first, but they were so fired up about it, and they had such a great time. And I remember they said that they don't come to theater very often, but word of mouth had gotten to them. And I just thought, what a gift, like what a gift to engage the community in a way that I don't want to say most musicals wouldn't, but a musical like this does, especially with its roots in that community. But that was a really rewarding experience for me.
And I think it was partly what we learned in that period of time was that this patron base wants us to take risks like that. And so that was really rewarding for me too. And we've just not looked back. We've just, from then on, just like, okay, you like that, we'll keep them coming, because so much of what I love about theater is it holds up a mirror to our society and says, hey, look at that. Not so great, or, you know, there's always room for celebration too, of course, but I love being able
and that's
to
the
affect
power.
change.
And that's the power I was going to say of Theatre Raleigh, is that what you do, Lauren, is you really do, you push the envelope, and you do it in a smart way. You make sure that the audiences and the all the patrons are ready for it and educated as much as they can be beforehand. And then you really do a lot of material that other people would shy away from. And you do it with such a high artistic bar. You know, you set that level so high that it really does educate the audiences. I mean, that's how, when you keep showing better and in a creative way and in an intimate way, it affects people. And then they want more and more and more, and they trust you, and they'll keep coming back.
Yeah.
That's nice of you to say that. I appreciate it. All right, Ken looks like he's with us again, so let's bring him out. Hey, there he was. Do you have some technical difficulties?
I did. My laptop died. Sorry.
It happens. It happens. You know, you got to make sure you're all charged up. It's happened to me before. I also really wanted. Yeah, go ahead, Ken.
One of my favorite moments of the show, and it happened every single performance, and I wrote it on the chat, is when you and Zach did This Is Not Over Yet. I was in the wings every single night, as close as I could get, because the first time I saw you guys do that, it was jaw-dropping. It was the closest I ever saw to theater perfection, and I saw it every single night, every single show, and I just, every time I saw it, I was like, God bless you, Eric Woodall, for casting this man Zach and in these roles, because they were absolutely perfect, and it was just a pleasure to watch from the wings every night. And Felicia said it also in the chat. It was a masterclass, and it was. I was just watching every night, saying, "Oh yeah, that's what I want to be like." So someday I hope to get to there. But thank you for letting me be.
I love you so much.
That's so nice.
You know, we have to give it up to Jason Robert Brown and Alfred Uhry as well for writing such an incredible script and score. I mean, you really could just fit yourself in and just take the ride, and it was like, this is great. I don't have to do very much.
Yeah, he actually, Jason Robert Brown wrote a Facebook post to you, Lauren, when we were about to open, and he was like, "Good luck on your opening," and I was like, "Jason Robert Brown, this is really cool."
Yeah, he was like, I don't know, blonde, Southern girl playing Lucille. I don't know, but go ahead, give it a try. No, I'm just kidding. He was very supportive, and I have continued to do his work here because, of course, I'm a huge fan.
Sure.
What were you going to say, Carly?
Oh, I was just going to say, could I piggyback off of what Ken said? Because to be able to see that, to see y'all's work at such a formative age for me, I mean, at 14, to see every single person and to get that opportunity to be in the room and to see y'all doing like the most truthful, honest work I've really ever been able to see, but be in the room, was just showing me like exactly what I want to be, as an artist at like the age that really changed it all for me, So that was really special.
I stalked you on Instagram when you followed me the other night, and you were a star then, but you're a star now. So it's an honor to be a part of that.
She really is, you guys. She really is a star. She was supposed to be in our production of Chicago that we would probably be starting rehearsal on next Monday, right?
So sad.
But we'll do it again. We'll do it again. And Carly, I'm so happy with everything that you've done in your life, and you really have blossomed so beautifully. And you were beautiful then.
Thank you. I owe a lot of it to you and to Eric. A lot of it. So thank you.
Oh, that's nice. Well, that makes me proud.
The truth.
Let's I don't think I showed this one video. If I did show it, you guys, I'm apologizing right now, and I'll zip right back out of it. But I had one more video clip to show our viewers.
I'm gonna fight for these old tears, remind me of a way of life that's pure, of the truth that must endure.
Yeah, I showed it. I did.
It was good to see it. It was good the second time too.
It was even better.
I mean, Josh, his voice is so amazing. You know what I was just thinking though, Eric, is the photo shoot that we did for the poster was like so epic, the way that we created that in the space. Look, I have a little picture that I just wanted to show of us putting it together.
Oh my God.
And it came out so cool. As you can see, the parade, that was sort of, you could see the top of it there.
Yeah.
But
Curtis did such a good job with that.
Curtis
he
Brown,
did.
ladies and gentlemen.
He did, and we had, Curtis will, and I've worked with him a lot since then, and he will always call or say what do you see, or what do you want to make sure, what are some images, shoot me some words, and he's the best to work with. And we knew that moment. I don't know if we had maybe we'd already staged that moment, but we knew that we were lifting the chairs at the end of the act there, and so to have that reaching, and so he really, he captured it beautifully.
So good, so good. Well, your vision for it too was just stunning.
And
people
would see that poster and ask me if there was a tour going out, because it looked so expensive. You can come down to North Carolina and see it if you want it. If you want to see it, come down. But no, it's so. My parents still have one up in their house because it's so gorgeous. That poster, yeah,
that was good. I mean, just the whole show from the poster to the performances to the show. The one thing I'll remember, so I'll just tell my favorite story really fast. I was getting ready to say the music, the sound, and it reminded me of opening night during You Don't Know This Man, when somebody tripped over the keyboard cord and it unplugged. And there was no sound. And I was out there going, you don't know this man. And nothing, like a cappella. Do you remember that? And we had Michelle Weathers, who was the general manager at the time, on her knees, back in that closet, because we had the band in the closet, crawling around trying to figure out to plug it back in.
Oh my gosh, I remember that. Yes.
Yeah, that was nutso. I mean, I was like, oh my God. Thank God it happened to me, because if it had happened to Zach or Maurice or Ken or Carly or anybody else in the cast, I would have been mortified. I was like, thank God it was me just out there a cappella.
I learned a big lesson with that too, because I wasn't seated on an aisle. I was up high, and I had to crawl over someone when it started happening. And I went under this
that little
railing
bar.
and to swing down to get back there to go like, what's happening? What's going on? And but now I won't do it. Now I will not sit. I have to sit on an aisle or where I can, because you never know what's gonna happen.
You got to be accessible, you know. You never know.
You got to get out.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to get out. Oh man! But the sound was so beautiful. Of course, Eric Collins, who we know and love and work with all the time. It was just stunning production. I guess we're sort of out of time, you guys. Even though I feel like we could just sit here and chat all night. I know I'm sad faced, but let me do like a little round robin of our folks and just bring people back in and out to say goodbye. How did I get 7 people on the stream? Wait, what?
Okay.
Oh.
My mind is blown. Oh my God, you guys.
You just keep pushing buttons until something.
No, this is brand new on StreamYard. It must be an upgrade. Oh my God.
Everybody?
You guys, it's all 10 of us.
Oh my God.
That's good.
This is a really exciting way to end the broadcast. I'm so happy right now. Somebody take a screenshot, please. This is so exciting. Oh, I'm going to do it. Here we go. Boom. I love it.
Yeah.
You guys, thank you so much for being a part of this.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for doing this.
I am just really grateful that you took your Sunday night to be with us and share your memories with our audience. And I really hope that you'll all come and perform at Theatre Raleigh again. Okay, so everybody say yes, you will.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I love you all so much. Be well. Please be safe. Okay, and take care of yourselves. And I will see you all hopefully very, very, very soon. Okay.
Thank you, Lauren.
All right,
everyone.
just letting you know, bye guys. I'm going to say a couple of announcements, so I'm not leaving quite yet. I'm going to say bye, Ken, last but not least. Okay, you guys, that was so much fun for me. Thank you for tuning in tonight. That was exciting. What an incredible cast we had. Amazing memories, too. Our next reunion special is going to be August 9th, and we are going to have the cast of Lombardi, so you are not going to want to miss that. That is going to be fun. We have Broadway star Judy McLean, and of course our very own David Henderson will be a part of that as well. That's going to be really fun. Just to let you know, we have changed our day for Living Room Live. So I want to announce our new date will be Mondays. So the next Living Room Live will be Monday, August 3rd at 7:30 right here on our YouTube channel. We have RLT's Artistic Director Patrick Torres and a special performance by Aya Wallace. So that is going to be really cool. So please tune in for that. And of course, next Sunday, August 2nd at 2 p.m. at starsinthehouse.com and on their YouTube channel, we will be celebrating Theatre Raleigh, and we will be getting some fun exposure. Some people will be coming on giving testimonials, and we'll be showing lots of video about the shows that we do. So I hope you can join us on Stars in the House next Sunday, August 2nd at 2 p.m. Thank you for joining us tonight. This has been a really fun night. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, and we will see you very, very soon. Wear your masks, okay, guys? Love you. Bye.